You may have heard about it, but you're going to find out more. BeeHive Homes in Honeyberg. Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Joining me in the studio is Shane Lindauer. Now, you know Shane as state representative, but he's here representing a company today. Also joining us is Mary Gogel, and she is the director or the manager of the BeeHive Homes. So let's start off with what is BeeHive Homes?
Yeah, thanks. So we just appreciate the opportunity to be here this morning, Bill. BeeHive Homes is an assisted living home. So for those of you who are not familiar with that term, perhaps, assisted living is really for a person who, for whatever reason, is not comfortable being on their own, living on their own, but isn't yet ready for a skilled care, what you might term a traditional nursing home. So in our home, there will be staff there 24 hours a day. There'll be someone there 24 hours a day. And the phrase we use in the industry is to assist with activities of daily living. So cooking for them, one thing we'll provide in the home is 3 home-cooked meals a day, help with personal hygiene, medication reminders, those types of things.
But really, it still is independent living for seniors.
Correct. So you can come and go as you please. We gave a tour of the home a couple nights ago, and the gentleman who was interested actually still drives. So he asked, can he still bring his car to the home, and we said certainly. We obviously would kind of help keep tabs on him, make sure everything his health is on the up and up, and make sure he's again being taken care of in that way. But yeah, it is come and go as you please, and we just kind of make sure that everybody's staying healthy and being fed and doing what they need to do.
Okay, and Mary, as the manager of the home, what are your responsibilities?
On the front end, Stacy and I will be interviewing individuals and then hiring the staff. They're called caregivers. And then we refer to the BeeHive as the Hive. So they'll be the caregivers for the Hive. And their responsibility will be to take care of and make sure that the residents have what they need. My responsibility is also to make sure that they have what they need, to make sure the residents have what they need. I also will do some marketing if we go out to different nursing homes or companies just to tell them who we are. I'll do that. I also have the responsibility of making sure that the files are kept up to date and the staff, the caregivers are taught the CPR that they need and all the things that the state requires. I'll make sure that happens and just be there for questions and anything that's needed.
And Shane, you alluded to Stacy. Stacy is your wife.
Correct.
So this is a business venture.
Absolutely.
By you and Stacy.
Yes.
BeeHive Homes is like a franchise.
That is
much like you go to Wendy's, yeah, that's a franchise. And this is kind of the same thing.
That's right, Bill. Yeah. So this idea came to us. It was former Mayor Denny Spinner at the time when he and I were in a Bible study group, and he knew that I was looking to make a career change. And he and the other city leaders identified a need in Honeyberg that there was no assisted living in the city of Honeyberg. And so he actually had explored BeeHive Homes before I had ever heard of it. And so once we started talking, we went to a BeeHive Homes in the Louisville area. There's actually about 200 BeeHive Homes around the country, 16 or 17 peppered around the state of Indiana. And then, like I said, Louisville's got a handful. So we went down and we, Stacy and I, and just to check it out, to get a feel for it. And immediately what drew us to this model of care was the family atmosphere. So when you walk in the home, it's just that. It feels like a home. It doesn't feel like a huge facility. It's a home-type atmosphere. You walk in and you're immediately in a big open common area of kind of a living room, dining room that feels, again, like a house. And then the bedrooms are scattered around the outside of the building. So all the entrances are inside. I don't want to give the wrong idea, but yeah, it's all, it feels very much like a home. So,
who are you hoping to speak to? Is it kids who have parents that they're looking to have them go someplace, or is it someone like me that's in my future years, I need to be considering where I want to go? Who do you want to speak to? Or is the answer yes?
I think the answer is yes. Yeah. Again, it's for that person. It could be a child or of an elderly person, or a senior, him or herself, who again, for whatever reason, just doesn't feel comfortable living on their own anymore. Maybe it's just they're lonely, right? They don't want to be alone as much, and so this home will provide that level of activity. So one other thing that we'll do there is throughout the day, in addition to cooking for them and those types of things, we'll provide activities for them as well. So again, as Mary said, our caretakers are going to be a big part of that. You mentioned Stacy, my wife. We are going to be owners of the home, but we never intended to wind it up and let it go. We'll be involved and we'll be around the home as well. So again, we view that as part of fostering the family type atmosphere. So
Okay, and Mary, could you kind of describe what the home's like if I come in the doors?
When you come in the door, the first thing you see is my office on the right, and it's going to be nicely decorated with all kinds of Christmas decorations. Then you come into another double door, and you walk into this huge area that has a fireplace for the family room and an open dining room that we're going to originally have square for 4 people at a table. But if the residents say, you know what, we want to get together, we can put all the tables together and make it a very comfortable long table for them. It's kind of a running track. You go around, the rooms are on the outside of the center part, and there's a salon, which I'm very excited about because women, men, whoever needs their hair done, they can have the opportunity to not have to go out to have it done. They can do it at the Hive. And then the kitchen is a very open residential type kitchen,
Yes.
but really just comfortable and opening and welcoming because you sit down at an outside counter if you like, or the residents will be over on the dining room and the staff will be in the inside making breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's very exciting. It's going to be beautiful, beautiful.
So you're opening in December.
correct.
Right? And you're accepting residents now?
Yes, we are.
What's the step for somebody? If they're saying, I might be interested, they can just take a tour. What should they do? What's that call to action for someone?
Absolutely. So the easiest way right now to get a hold of, if you're interested in a tour of our home, is we as you might imagine, we're still under construction, so we want to caution that first. But we have given tours of the home already. We've given a couple this week. But you call, it's actually my wife's cell phone. It's 812-639-7546. Because we don't have a landline hooked up at the home yet. So that's the number you would call there, and we can be as simple as just sending you more information. Or if you're ready to take a tour of the home, we're happy to do that right now. And certainly we can get you information if you're ready to sign up. We are running a promotional right now, Bill, where if you sign up before the end of the year, there is a $1,000 maintenance / reservation fee that we're going to waive for potential residents from now until the end of the year. So, but if you're someone who likes the way this sounds, you want to get signed up, we can certainly go ahead and do that now. There's also a website that's called BeeHiveHomes.com. And that's the national website. As you mentioned, it's a franchise. And from there, you can click on Honeyberg, Indiana, and get some more information that way as well.
And where is it located in Honeyberg?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's on the actual physical address is 1720 North Chestnut Street. So if you, most everybody knows where the event center is in Honeyberg. If you go past the event center, like you're headed toward the new overpass, the train overpass, the first street you come to is Chestnut Street. So if you take a right on Chestnut, so you're going back north, you go down the hill and it's on the left. There's a ton of construction going on down there. You'll see it pretty quickly, I think. So
what's really important is now is the opportunity to be one of the first ones.
Correct.
So you're getting in on a brand newly constructed facility. If someone has a room, can they decorate them their own way? How does that work? How will that work?
They can bring their own furniture and they can decorate it however they wish. If they need help doing that, we can certainly help with that. If they need help moving the furniture to the Hive, we can also help with that. Also, we have a very special kind of gift to them. If they have furniture that they just can't bear to take someplace else, they can store it downstairs in our basement. And so, a piece here, a piece there, say, I can't get rid of it yet. Bring it, we'll take care of it. We can house it in the basement. Also, what I wanted to add is if anybody wants to be a part of our team from a caregiver standpoint, please use that phone number to give Stacy a call and we'll start interviewing. We've been interviewing for the last month And we do have some individuals hired, but we're definitely looking to hire more individuals who can be part of our family.
So if anyone's interested, the most important thing is make that phone call.
Yes.
Correct.
And it is a cell phone, which is good because then you're going to talk to a person.
That's
Stacy.
right. That's right. That's right.
And you can set up an appointment.
Absolutely. Yeah, we welcome that. Would love to talk to if you're interested as a resident or, as Mary said, as a caretaker. Absolutely.
What is your hopeful open date? Because anymore, your things are hopeful.
Right.
Right.
Right. We feel pretty good, although, as you say, you got to leave a little wiggle room here that we could potentially move residents in on December the 26th. Would be we're getting there. That's right. There's a little bit of a hold up on a couple items here yet, but we're hoping December 26th. And we're hoping to have some sort of open house in the middle of December, just to let people, before residents move in, to let people come in and take a look at the home that way as well. So we'll hopefully stay tuned for more of that, hopefully the middle of December on the open house. And then again, December 26th would be the target date for, when a resident could first move in.
Is there something folks should know about moving into this facility? Is it who qualifies? Or are there something they need to consider ahead of time? Or is it just, no, I think I'm getting to an age where I don't want to mow the lawn, I don't want to do this, and I would like to be someplace with other people?
Yeah, it's that. And if you are someone who is considering this option, myself, Mary, my wife, Stacy, we'll meet with the potential resident. And, if there's a family member involved, a son or a daughter involved, we'll all meet together and make sure this is a good fit. Is it a thing that we can provide an appropriate level of care for a potential resident? If you're someone who, again, if you're pretty mobile and pretty independent, you're just looking for some fellowship, this is probably going to be a pretty easy answer there. If you're maybe struggling a little more health wise, those are then there's issues we'll have to work through and make sure again that we provide that level of care that we can do so safely. Because again, we're not a medical facility, we are an assisted living facility. So,
but move along on that. If an individual has, let's say, a dressing that they need to have changed, the individual can have home health come into the hive and take care of that.
Right.
And we invite them in, and they take care of the dressing, and then they leave, and the resident just continues with their day.
Just like if you had a home,
Exactly.
but
Because
you're in the
their
BeeHive.
home.
You're in the hive.
And
in the hive.
that's exactly right. We want it to feel like the same thing that you can do in your home currently, you'll be able to do in BeeHive, as long as that we can, again, that we can provide a safe level of care. And sometimes to do so, like Mary said, we've been developing relationships with home health agencies and folks like that can come in and provide that level of care that we are not licensed to do. And then, the resident can still stay in BeeHive. So.
Okay, and again, the contact number is?
Yep, 812-639-7546, and that's again my wife's Stacy. That's her cell phone. And then you could also go on BeeHive online on BeeHive Homes with an S, BeeHiveHomes.com.
All right. Thanks to both of you for coming in.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having
Our
us.
guests have been Shane Lindauer and Mary Gogel. BeeHive Homes, opening soon in Honeyberg. Thank you for watching 18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.